Okay, so this is the platform for the Autism Special Needs Expo 2022. We're really excited. Last year, just kind of as reference, we had over 700 people sign up to attend. Plus, we had over 70 exhibitors and several people signed up as exhibitors. Although last year we did completely free, and so with all free events, there was probably a good half of the people that didn't show up or participate in any way. So that's why this year we've asked for either a small donation or we ask that you specifically sign up on the free weekends, just so we get a little bit more of a commitment and we get a little bit better participation rate from the people who attend. But it was a really great event last year. I think on the community board, people exchanged over 1,500 messages. Exhibitors were able to make a lot of contacts and contact a lot of families, and we have some new features this year. So anyway, this is, if you're new, the expo can be done either on a web app, which is just this website right here, or it can also be accessed from a mobile app, which I will show you in a minute. But this is the basics of it. This is the homepage right here. We are working on the agenda. We're going to have a few workshops that you can see. It's not up. Let's see here. Hold up. Yeah. So once we have like when the workshops will be and when the general sessions will be, we'll have this up here. But also, if attendees decide to attend other breakout sessions, that can go over here. So right here, you can see I'm signed up to attend a meetup on March 4th with Urban Autism Solutions because they're hosting a game night, which we're super excited about. So that shows, so people have their own personal agendas, plus there's the general agenda that they can choose to attend. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, so I'm recording this and I will either put it in, I'll put it on YouTube, probably on private watch so that people with a link can access it. Yes, so then going down, here's the attendees bar. So you can look out and see who all is here. You can reach out and message people. You can see where people are associated with, and if you want to connect with them, you can there. This is the community board. You can start meetups. You can start your own meetups if you want to. You can post an announcement. You can ask questions. Last year, we had a lot of people asking, hey, do you know who has services for occupational therapy for this age in this area? So it was a really great place for people to connect with community. You can get your own private messages here. Most importantly, though, is here's the Exhibitor Hall. I really like the Exhibitor Hall. I think I'm already in someone's, hold up. So this is what it basically looks like. Hold on, when I do Zoom meetings and do this, it gets a little slow. Okay, so here's the Exhibitor Hall. You can see the sponsors are featured first, and then it just lists everyone in alphabetical order. Something that's kind of cool though, so when you sign up for a booth, I ask you to fill out a Google form so I know which filters to put you in. So if someone says, I only want to see services for kids ages 0 to 3, they can go through here and see who offers that. Now, not everybody's on there right now because I think I've only had 4 people fill out their Google forms. But eventually, especially like this is nice because it'll say like which regions they service. We actually do have a decent amount of people from like down south of Illinois or Springfield area who want to know what services are available to them. So the filters are really helpful for them. So they don't have to search through all of Chicagoland services just to find like the few service providers that are for them. So that is helpful. I'm going to undo, just do all exhibitors. So I'm going to show you my booth. So once you go into a booth, this is my YouTube link. It'll just automatically play as soon as I enter the booth, but I'm going to pause it. If it's during, what you can do when you set up your own booth is you can say, I will be live in my booth from this time to this time. And if it's during that time when someone comes into your booth, it'll actually start the live stream first instead of going to your video. So, but we can go to the live stream because it's attached to my Zoom account. So it should show us like this meeting right here that's going on because I did the same meeting link. Takes a second to connect. I will say last year, I know some people who used, I think it was Microsoft Live. They had a couple glitches with the video feed. So I definitely recommend that if you do a video feed, you test it first. Just make sure that it looks okay and that you don't have any sound issues. Okay, I need to mute that because that's going to turn really weird. It's okay. I need to mute that because you don't have sound issues. It's okay. We're going to leave that meeting. Okay. But going down, so this is what my booth looks like. Since this is my booth, I can view my leads and contacts here. So that's anybody who signs up either for my raffle or signs up for, there's a button that says deals, offers, and updates, which I probably can't see because this is my booth. So I'll go to someone else's booth so you can see that. Let's go over to, I think Playworks updated theirs. So I'm going to go to Playworks for a second. So this is the deals, offers, and updates button. It's basically an email sign up, but I have to put it in that way because it works better with the passport contest. Okay, so Sharon says, so if you're doing a presentation and it's via Zoom, you have to open your Zoom line as well as the link on the Whova app in order for people to see you. I believe so. I believe you have to have your Zoom open. So I have my Zoom open, like still on my same computer. And then, yeah, and then I open it. I don't know if you have to have the Whova app open. It's helpful though, because then if people type chat messages to you in your Whova app, you can see both the Zoom messages and the Whova messages. It's not too complicated. It's actually like I'm doing it right now. I have both the Zoom open and the Whova app open, and it works. You do want to play with the sound though, because if you have like too many microphones, you're going to get the feedback weirdness that just comes naturally. Okay. So anyway, so I can click here. Let me go to another one. So I also want to show you like the raffle feature. So I think, BPI has a raffle feature. So they have their deals, offers, and updates. They also have down here, you can enter their raffle to win a $50 Amazon gift card. So all you have to do is go here, enter your email address, and you're entered into their raffle, but that's a great way for you to collect email addresses. Another thing I want to show you is so attendees, for every booth that they like, comment on, and sign up for the deals, offers, and updates, those 3 actions, if they do that, they get a stamp in their passport. So I'll show you that looks like. I think I already liked their booth. I'm going to message them. And then I will sign up for their deals, offers, and updates. So then we will see if I go to this win a prize tab. You'll see that I have a stamp. Oh wait, where did it go? From BPI. Oh yeah, see, there's my BPI stamp. I got one from Urban Autism Solutions, the last expo tour I did. So, and then we're gonna say that I think last year we did everyone who gets 50 stamps out of, I think we had 70. They were entered into our personal raffle for the expo. And we had gift cards and all sorts of prizes for those people. So it's just a great way to encourage people to participate. So also I'm going to show you, this is the career fair for those of you who are interested. I think the only people who have posted jobs, Playworks has posted jobs. So this is what it looks like. It's really easy to set up. So they have a physical therapist job and a speech language path job open. So people can see the description. You could just, it's just as easy to click apply, and they can upload resumes, cover letters. And then if you're interested in these people, you can schedule, you can message them, set up interviews, all that kind of stuff. So the career fair is an add-on if you get just a basic booth. If you signed up as a sponsor, that naturally comes with it. Yes, currently though, the career fair is only available on the web app. You can't for some reason see it on the mobile app yet. I don't think they've created that functionality. I have a question. Okay, so it says you sent us a link to access our exhibitor booths via email several weeks ago. When I go to that link, I can't see a lot of my booth. You can also go to Whova on your browser and it asks for username and password. Okay, yes. So the link that I send out once you register as an exhibitor allows you to create your booth and set it up. In order to view it, you have to set up an account with Whova, and it's just your name and email address. So you'll want to use the same email address that you're registered with. But if you set up a sign up, then you can download the app or access the web app. And Sharon, we worked on that last time, right? So you were able to access that, is that right?
I can only access the app through the link or I have the app on my phone. I can see most of it, but not in a way that makes me feel confident. And I don't want to create another account on my computer screen, because how is it going to know if it's the same one as my app? Like, sure. I think I'm really confused.
I'm sorry. So normally, let's see, what is the best way for you to see? I mean, so when you look from the mobile app, hold up just a second, let me screen share. I'm going to stop the share and I'm going to share from my phone.
And I just feel like my presentation is going to definitely not work.
Yeah, it definitely takes some like getting used to. Are you worried about, so you're worried about like the Zoom link working out, is that right?
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to work for me. I'm going to tell you.
So what I would do is I would maybe get with some people from Urban Autism Solutions and like have them, because I know like Tucker's on and Aubrey's on, I would have them get on the app while you're hosting the Zoom and just test it out and make sure that they can see you and hear the sound and everything. That might be the easiest way. If you wanted to separately, what I could do is I could register you on a different email address as a non-presenter so that you can kind of get a look, so you can see what it looks like from the outside. So if you want to get like an outsider look from a separate email account, email me and I'll get that email address registered as just an attendee. Sound good? Okay, I'm going to go to, hold up. Hold up. I'm going to try to share my video. Oh, I have to make myself a co-host. Hold up. Okay. Okay. So, is it screen sharing? I don't think it's screen sharing yet. Hold up. Okay. Now you can see my screen. Okay, so this is the mobile app. It should look it's pretty similar. So there's, let's see. I'm going to click view as an attendee because that'll look slightly different. So it's really easy. There's the exhibitors portal right here. That looks very similar. So I'm going to go down to Urban Autism Solutions, Sharon, so you can see our booth real quick. So what would happen is once you link up your Zoom, it would give us the option to join the Zoom right there. But your booth looks great. It's really well set up, I think. Yeah, but it's pretty much the same. There is, here's the passport contest people can check out. Here is promotional offers here. You can see people can like sign up for different raffles and things here. Yeah, so that is basically how it goes. Oh, there's also the community board down here. This is where you can like start topics. You can sign up for meetups, things like that. So are there any questions?
So I have a couple of questions. I'm sorry to be like kind of back to the beginning of it all, but I'm with Hummingbird Pediatric Therapies, and we've never done this before. I've just heard really great things about it. I just kind of wanted to like, I wondered if you could give kind of a general overview, I guess, like as like people, you know, like how it works. I know people are starting to set up their booths now. Does like the general public have access to the booths now? I guess just like how does it actually work on that day too?
Sure. So last year was our very first year, so it was kind of our trial year, and we're still kind of figuring things out. But the way it worked is we gave people access to the booth, I think 2 weeks before the event. And I was surprised at how quickly people jumped on the app and started messaging each other and looking up all the different booths. There was a ton of activity during those first few weeks of people checking out the booths, but we definitely give exhibitors time to set up their booths. So we're not going to open it until like, I think we said we're going to open it on March 1st. Just because we're going to also, this year, we're going to also do meetups, like the adult meet game night. We're going to have a parent night just to help engage people more. So people, I think we're going to do around March 1st, depending on how exhibitors are doing with their booths. But so you can, what people did last year is I saw people just watching their booth and responding to messages. So once that booth goes live, once we set the app live, you're going to want to just kind of check in probably once a day, see who's out there, see who you can connect with, maybe put some things about yourself on the community board to draw attraction to your booth. Yeah, but the main day, so on March 26th, it's basically the main day because that's when we're doing the workshops and things. And that's when we're telling attendees that most of the exhibitors will at some point be in their booths. Last year we had most people in their booths we only did 3 hours last year. We did from 9 to 12 last year. I think this year we're doing 9 to 1 because we're doing 3 workshops. I know some people were in their booths the whole time just on Zoom waiting. And we found that some people were a little more hesitant to like jump in and face to face and start talking, but they were more likely to like chat messages and things. So it's totally up to you. I think it's good to be in your booth for some amount of time, whether it's the whole time, so that you can chat or be on like in your Zoom booth. That it's totally up to you. You can schedule it and say, I'm doing live sessions every hour for 15 minutes at this time. I would just write that in your on your booth wall when you'll be there to greet parents, to answer questions and things like that. Yeah, I think I was only able to do something in my booth for like 15 minutes because I was busy doing other things, but it was really nice for me to be able to say, hey, for these 15 minutes I will be there. And then I think I had at least a dozen people come in and out of my room at that point.
Okay. So you can, so when you were saying some people were kind of hesitant to like Zoom right away, you meant like visitors, not like the organizations. Okay.
Attendees. I don't know. It's that.
Yeah, I get it.
Turn on my Zoom camera. Do I say hi?
Right.
you know,
Right.
so it can be hard to make those connections when we're all so stuck in like this Zoom world of being hands off and
Right.
whatnot.
Right. Yeah. And it could be a little uncomfortable if you're like trying to scroll someone's page and they're just like there staring.
Yeah,
at you.
exactly. So yeah, so I don't know. I think everybody has their own tactics and like their own style. If you're super outgoing, you just want to be there and greet them right when they come in, great. If
Mhm.
you want to say, hey, I will be here from like 10:30 to 11 and 12 to 12:30, that's great too. But I would definitely be there in your booth at some point to say hi to parents
Okay.
and connect with other people, because I think that's really helpful.
Can you also, I like how you mentioned about the chat feature. Could you also say like, I'll be available, you know, if you want to chat, if you want me to come on the Zoom or whatever, you know, let me know in the chat box and I can pop on kind of thing. Does it work seamlessly like that?
I think it does. Yeah. And here's the thing is like, if you can be in your Zoom room and you can absolutely say, hey, if anyone wants to chat, I'm here. So let me show you really quickly how it works. I'm going to share my screen again. So let me go exhibitors. When you're managing your own booth, you can say what times, so I'll go to edit booth. You can say which times you're going to be live in your booth. So when you go to set up so it's where it says live product demo, because I think this is like a trade show platform a lot of times. So when you add this, if I edit this right here, you see, here's my Zoom link that I put here. And I can put my stream time on. So right now I have it from 12 to 12:15. If it's not between 12 and 12:15, it will automatically share my YouTube link if I have a YouTube link, or it just won't even pop up naturally, unless it's between 12 and 12:15. So that's why, like if we go to my booth right now, in order to access, so if we visited here, in order to access the live stream right here, I would have to purposefully click on it. So that way, like you won't be like bombarding people who don't want to necessarily chat face to face just yet.
Sure. Okay.
But you could definitely write in the chat when you see people come in your room and say, hey, I'm here, just click the view live stream in the top button if you want to chat.
Okay. So you do get notified when somebody enters your booth.
Oh, that's a good question. So you do that. Yeah, that's tricky. If you're on Zoom, like you'll see the Zoom pop in.
Okay.
But if you're not on your Zoom, you won't necessarily see them. But you could just like spam your own chat and be like, hey, someone's here. If you ever want to talk, click view live stream, or you can come visit us at this time and we'll be here.
Mm-hmm. So, okay. So if I'm on my Zoom and somebody comes into my room, I'll know that they come in, even if they don't click like the Zoom live stream, I'll still know that they came in.
Yeah, so if they'll know you'll know that they came in if you're live on your Zoom.
Okay.
If it's in that Zoom window that you've scheduled.
Okay.
Just via Zoom, you'll know via Zoom because
Sure.
you'll see that someone came in.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Any other questions?
Hey there, I do have a couple questions in regards to the WOBA website.
Uh-huh.
Do you need to sign up as an exhibitor before you create your login and password? Does that order matter?
You do. Since we have not opened we haven't opened the platform to the general public yet. So if you're not signed up as an exhibitor, you won't have access to it yet.
And then with that login and password, that's something that we would create, or is that assigned to us?
So your login will be your email address, which you'll register with us.
Okay, and then you take that.
And then you can create your own password.
Okay. And how long would you say, I think this is my last question for now, how long would you say it takes someone to build their booth so I can allocate time?
It's super fast because
great.
As long as you have your resources ready, you put in a Zoom link, you put in your YouTube link, you type in some text about yourself, you upload your brochures and things. Like it can be done if you have all your stuff ready. It can be done in like 30 minutes easily.
Okay, Great. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yep. Any other questions?
No question. I just wanted to thank you for this. I know the ARC has attended before, but this is my first time. So this was very helpful to just see this. So thank you for offering this sort of virtual tour.
Yeah, it makes a difference to see it, like, just, I don't know, just to be like described what technology is. It's like really hard to understand it. So it makes a big difference to see it. So thank you for coming. If you guys ever need help with anything, feel free to reach out. Brooke, do you have another question?
No, sorry, just failures of navigating Zoom. But I
It's how it works, so.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for hosting this today. It was really helpful.
Yep, no problem. Feel free to reach out if you guys need anything. Thanks for coming today.